Hello, welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, we're going to do a reading on Gavin Newsom with his latest statement on Archwell. Archwell. Not doing so well. I think we've said that before, haven't we? Yeah, so basically, the past couple of days, I've been trying to get a read on Gavin, and it was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing, so I didn't want to just put it out and be lazy. So I'm going through it again, but I've already got information. So you'll just have to bear with me, you know, and yeah, you'll see where I'm going with this. You'll see where I'm going with it. So, whereas I couldn't see yesterday and the day before, I did 2 readings on Meghan and Harry. And then I left it too late, really. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't even understand what I'm predicting sometimes until it happens. So, let's crack on then. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to ask, was Gavin Newsom's statement, or wherever it came from, is the story about Gavin Newsom, blocking Meghan's phone calls, is that true or false, please? Well, I don't believe it, you know. I don't believe it. I don't know if I ever did a reading on Gavin before. So, no, I'm getting, relations being good. I don't know whether this is going back 3 years ago, because I've got 3 years, so it could be the 3rd year this year. But, they're definitely creating something and working on something as well. But I see 3 people, and it's not Harry. So let's have a look at Mrs. Newsom then, because she came up yesterday, blonde hair, stunning, as a reason why Gavin was encouraged to do this. So was it Gavin Newsom's wife, yes or no, that, put the idea into Gavin's head about Archwell? Oh, I know this to be true. I predict a divorce for Gavin Newsom. I absolutely do. I think, a separation I see and a divorce here. So it's like... And this makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. How does Mrs. Newsom feel about Meghan? Well, so I'm getting Mum wants to show off, very creative and nurturing. So this is what I got before, that Meghan has been sending gifts and working on her relationship with Newsom's wife. What is going on between Gavin Newsom and Meghan Markle? What's the connection? If it's, if it's a relationship, I want to know. If it's a work thing, I want to know. If it's political, I want to know. But I want to know the most important one. What is Meghan's relationship to Gavin Newsom? she's been biding her time. She's been biding her time and using trickery and deceit and everything. You know, I think Newsom's wife finds Meghan caring, you know, mothering. Well, you know, she likes to mother everybody. But yeah, so mothering. She's wangled away in there, okay, we'll show it in a few more questions, but she has wangled away in there. So Meghan's making out that she's okay about things, you know, maybe okay that it was in the newspaper, that you would stop taking my calls. She knows he's a slippery mother. F4. I suppose it's dog eat dog, isn't it, you know, in politics. He shouldn't have acted. He should not have acted. He should not have said Archwell. But I also believe as well that Meghan wanted Gavin to come out and defend her. So there seems to be quite a lot at stake. I'm just trying to get these straight. It's my bloody camera, isn't it? Or me? That's it. Get one right, fella. You know, yeah, I think... How do you feel like he's fallen into her trap? I feel also as well that she was mothering, you know, Mrs. Newsom. Sending her a gift, sending her freaking jam, sending her apples, sending you know. Look at that, making out that she's alright when she's not. So it's like, I think Meghan should know that there's a bit more to Gavin than meets the eye here. He's certainly, from what I got yesterday, he likes the ladies. Let's double check there. How does Mrs. Newsom feel about Gavin and their marriage? I think she's kicked him out, okay? I absolutely think she has kicked him out. So in the marriage, she's seen him as being lazy, you know, it does nothing, it's just not working the way they thought. Maybe after 8 years, I'm getting 8 years, maybe after 8 years or so, doesn't have to be the relationship, it can be the time as a politician as well. But she just gets nothing back from him, you know, nothing. So she would give, and try and make things work. But Gavin boy is not having any of it, you know. I think it hasn't worked for years as well. So, you know, they may have tried in the past to sort of like fix their relationship. But obviously it's not worked. And I think, you know, many people will agree with that, you know. When you've got kids, I said this the other day. So when you've got kids, as a father, and in your early 20s, 30s, you know, 40s, but you would stay, you know, many people stay in the relationship because they want to see the children grow up, you know, and be part of their lives. And usually, you know, it's felt stronger with those that have not had a great parenthood, you know, in the past, so they don't want it to be like that. Children grow older, and then all that time you spent just being a father and a husband and you know, a babysitter, a financier, a bank accountant, all the things associated there, and then people have this empty void and space. Not everybody. I've got 4 children all over, yeah. All over the age of, you know, the 20s and 30s. But some people, you know, don't feel like that. Why is she dumping him? Why has she decided to no longer be with him? You've got a mutual agreement, you know. It doesn't have to be a big fight. It doesn't have to be an affair. It just is what it is, you know. She's on her own a lot of the time. She's got her friends there and everything. And she's just not getting it from her husband, you know. I'm sure intimately he'd be up for it, but regarding the rest, I just don't feel that. So she's, you know, kicked him out. They're separating. So I don't know if it's official yet, but it will become so. How does Meghan feel about Gavin and his missus splitting up? Yeah, you see, this is their chance. This is their chance. This is exactly what I got yesterday. It absolutely blew my mind when I asked, will Meghan sleep with, you know, would she want to? So, but we'll ask again and see if we get the same card. So, yeah, she's like, oh, it's an opportunity, you know. She can get in the door now because she's already done the work with his missus, and I believe it was because of his missus somehow that he came out and said about Archwell. Like I said, don't matter what kind of mistake it is, checking the post, this, that and the other, dog ate me homework, the damage is done. You know, you would think anybody's going to give them millions now when they can't file on time, you know. And the only reason it was her fault, it was down to her to do those, you know, to sign those checks. And she'd been putting it off from last year. So obviously she's hiding something, put in for an extension as well. I told you there was one at least 3 times, and it has been mentioned, you know, that this was last year, certainly January, and it had been now. So, yeah, she's like a dog with a bone, going after what she wants. She wants Gavin Newsom's seat. Would Meghan Markle like to sleep with Gavin? She certainly would, and I got that yesterday as well. She certainly would, and do you know why? Because it's a honey trap. It's not anything else. It's a honey trap. It's deliberate. It's sneaky. It's stirring the pot, getting one over on him. You know, she is completely untrustworthy. She uses sex as a weapon. She weaponizes it. She would want the world to know as well, you know, but she'd also want to use it against him so that he gives her a place or he does something for her, you know. Is Gavin Newsom physically attracted? You know, would he want to sleep with Meghan? He knows what she wants from him, you know. He sees her as, you know, a lot of their life is instability. I mean, what are you going to be? Are you going to be a princess? Or are you going to be, you know, a charity person? Or are you going to be, you know, Black Lives Matter candidate? Are you going to be a politician? Are you actually a mother? You know, make your mind up, Meghan, because you should only have one single goal and then you go for it. You do everything you can to do it. But when you've got all these little fingers in pies, it's just like, you know, seeing where the shit sticks, basically. So he knows she would use this against him. Doesn't stop him having that kind of fantasy or attraction. She can be very sexy and alluring, especially to, you know, the opposite sex. I've always said, you know, like, well, what did I say? Yeah, I've always said, a few years ago, but, you know, most men would flog the grandma for a great BJ, you know, because that's what men, some men, it's all I think about, you know, it's scientific, it's like with them, it's every other second, so it must be instinctive. But yeah, so he knows, like, that's not the plan. He doesn't see it. He doesn't, you know, plan in the future to do it. But, you know, does he think she's pretty? Yeah, even I do sometimes, you know. And that peach dress matched her peach skin. I mean, if she'd have been a bit further away, I'd have thought she was absolutely naked. You know, oh, in it, something else, tan your face and not the rest of your body. That's something like I do. Give it down your neck, love. But, yeah, so, I don't know. So, recover monies and pay what you owe. You know, so he's a bit worried about this charity affair. So, was he, you know, how does Gavin feel about... My brother's name's Gavin, so it feels real weird saying it. But yeah, how does Gavin feel about Archwell, you know? I think he sees this as a problem, as an obstacle to their future, you know? I mean, how many politicians actually have all these things going on, you know, quasi-royal tours, Archwell, production and everything. She's too spread out all over, and that's why she makes these mistakes. Going back to James Hall, he's not to blame. He has said clearly he is not putting his name to something that is not true, or that could get him into trouble as well. So that's why, you know, more or less, Meghan's dealt with it. She wouldn't do witty little bit of things, you know. She'd want to know when reports are due, but she wants to know, you know, well, she's writing the reports. That's the thing. She's being creative with the truth. So... James Holt is still in his seat. And notice, like I said, James Holt is not getting the blame. So you've got serious, you know, he can see that she's unhappy. That she can be unstable as well. You know, she reacts, doesn't she? So instead of like giving it 42 hours when somebody said something and really pissed you off and you can't stop thinking about it, you should wait, you know, wait 48 hours because your responses are going to be so much different. And Meghan just retaliates straight away. I think she's, you know, been chasing him for a while as well. So we have got the 3 years. We're seeing just under 4 here. Yeah, he's not happy about Archwell. So why did he come out and make that speech? I mean, if that isn't drawing more attention to a failing charity and Harry and Meghan, I don't know what is, because, you know, if it wasn't such a big deal, why are you making a big deal about it, you know? Or you just stay quiet, you know, don't explain, don't complain. They do take that line sometimes, only when it suits them. Why did he make a speech about Archwell? Because there's deals on their table, there's work in progress, you know, and, you know, both Harry and Meghan can be quite charming as well. I also think that, you know, this is like Newsom wanting to so like be the knight in shining armour. You've just made it 10 times worse. Let's see how Meghan feels about Newsom sticking up for her. Oh, yeah, it's all about the money, honey, you know. Oh, yeah. So they're not lovers yet. But, you know, she does trust him. And she's got deals on the table with him. She's got deals. So that has to be political ambitions as well. I think he's told her, you know, what you've been doing so far, it's not made you happy. I can help you. And it's all about the money. All about the money. So, you know, why did he make that speech? Because they're doing a deal. How did Meghan feel about him? She trusts him. She absolutely trusts him. She trusts him because they've had conversations. She trusts him because, you know, all these deals, look, creating something as well. And certainly in 3 areas. Is Meghan hoping that Gavin will propel her into politics? She will do anything, you know. She will do anything. She will step over anyone. She's ruthless. And it's about money, money, money. So it's about accessing money as well. Oh, here we go. Is Archwell get off to get some of Gavin's political money? Well, it was. It was. And now there's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and, you know, he's not decided yet. You know, she's after money. He's after money as well. Does Gavin Newsom believe Meghan can make him rich? I don't know. I think I'm a bit off here. I'm a bit off. This is, you know, secrets that never come to light right now, okay? So these are secret dealings, you know, about plans. Nobody knows, you know, nobody can know. So I think it's a bit more than money as well. Is Meghan hoping to take Gavin's seat? Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, that's definitely what she's going for. So she's going for his seat. We've got 3 things. She's trying to access a pot of money as well. And there'll be another moving deal fast coming up as well. So, you know, I think this is absolutely possible. I think it will happen. I've always said right from the beginning, you know, even when I've been laughed at, but politically, she is in there, you know, she's in there. Is this why Meghan is doing these fake tours? Look at that. See? It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. They'll announce another 3rd country very, very soon as well. So, yeah, it's all part of the plan, really, you know. Trying to, you know, like she did with a humanitarian and everything and hooked Harry. You know, at the end of the day, she set out to do that and she was successful. She believed in herself. So, credit where credit's due. But it's the same for, you know, politicians. She's in. She's just waiting. So how does the reputation of Archwell affect Meghan's political ambitions? Well, she's denied it, hasn't she? You know, it's deny. They've already, you know, do not the Department of Justice have a problem with Meghan saying that she's been reinstated and in good standing? Does it not bother them that, you know, they've said, oh, well, they've confirmed it was a mistake and a cheque hadn't been processed? It's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. It's all done online. And James Hall is, you know, top of the range for what he does. Obviously worked for the royal family and he's working for these two. So as long as she denies it, that's fine. We had that in Harry's, you know. So, all right, so unreliable, you know. So he's feeling that. She's feeling it shouldn't hurt too much, you know. It's like anything with them, so just whitewash over it, put loads of fluff out, you know, expect some more fluff coming our way to try and dilute this. What's Gavin's concern about Meghan? Because he's just the way in, you know. He's another step on the ladder to get up. Yeah, go on then. So, you know, what is Gavin Newsom's fears regarding Meghan? That she won't be liked, you know, that she won't be liked. And also, as well, what if he don't get his position? Because he has to move up for her to move in. Yeah, and I just feel, you know, he has got anxiety regarding their finances, you know. So it's like backing her up with no evidence, you know. Only going on what Meghan's told his missus, or his missus has told Gavin, or indeed she has told Gavin. So, you know, this could be a problem if it arises. How do the Department of Justice feel about Gavin coming out? They feel like they'll work together. Okay, so you'll have somebody in the office doing a team meeting or something, and it'll be like, oh, did you hear Gavin? And they'll be like, yeah, they've got something going. They've got something going on. So they realise that, you know, Meghan is obviously airing into the side of politics. Will the IRS you know, will the IRS investigate Archwell? No, because they'll be happy, you know, they'll be happy as well. So, like anything with these, nothing gets done, you know. And I just feel it's so unfair, because if me and you did it, or any lesser celebrity did it, you know, we'd be hauled over hot coals. Will Meghan Markle enter politics for real? So I think, you know, Gavin is hanging on as well. You can make a promise. You can have a good chat. You can, you know, be storming ideas. But I think at the moment, this seat where he's going, it's just like, it still is. And she'll be thinking, oh, will it ever happen? Will it ever happen? She'll be disappointed, okay? She'll be disappointed and suspicious of why Gavin is holding back. But I do feel like, you know, where their finances are concerned, that could be an obstacle, you know, for Gavin. So not this time round, okay? But I did say to you before, you know, not this year, obviously. Oh, I want Trump. I do. But, you know, I know some of you don't like him and everything, but I'm not saying I do. But I just want him to stop all this madness, and he's the guy to do it, I'm afraid. In my opinion. Yeah, so she'll go for the next one. You know, she's got another 4 years, so she's done 4 years trying to build up, you know, a political thing. And then she's got another 4 years to do it as well. I mean, you wouldn't have got her this year anyway, because no one can stand her. What next for Gavin and Meghan? It wasn't told something, you know. It wasn't told something. And then you've got an exaggeration of truth. He is lying, you know, and there'll be anxiety there because without fact-checking, he's gone ahead and made such a statement. And I feel like that could backfire on him. And truly, it was childish behaviour, you know. Why bother? You should have said nothing. You should have said nothing. Now you've got everybody speculating on whether you're in bed with Meghan and Harry. What does Gavin Newsom know about Meghan that we don't? Well, everybody knows she's not happy with the royals. But how many know that she's not happy at home? Okay, so that's what I've got. Just like disputes, family discord all the time. Doing away with tradition, you know. But he also knows that Harry's in the line of succession. So what do we... He knows that they're... you know, literally rogue royals. I sound like that body language guy. Royal rogues. Yeah, rogue royals. I think he knows that, you know, this family, the royal family, and their actions have badly affected Meghan. Yeah, she's definitely having trouble at home. How does Meghan feel towards Harry? Yeah, they've had a big fallout, you know. A cracking argument, okay. But she still wants things to work. So she's trying to, I don't know, to sort through her feelings. She's not giving up Harry. She might be miserable, but she's not giving up Harry just yet. How does Harry feel towards his darling wife, Meghan? Well, about her lying, obviously. He feels no longer in favour. She's always judging him. She doesn't act fair with him. This is, you know, this is quite dark as well. So, again, I think I said before, you know, legal issues, more legal issues. He's trying to keep his integrity, but he's never had it. And he feels that Meghan's been unfair on him, you know, and locking him out and blocking him out. Telling lies about him. What's the future for Meghan and Harry then? You know, well, Harry just keeps on doing the same thing, you know, telling her what she wants to hear, but then changing his story or changing his mind. You know, he may say, oh yeah, he wants to do something, like go on another tour, and then he may realise it's not a good idea and that it's upsetting his father, who has got cancer, and no one really knows how much time he's got left. So he'll go into battle and then just like get swamped. I mean, if you can imagine, you've got everybody. He's a loner in that house. He's alone in that house. Meghan gangs up on him. Doria, you know, now manipulates him. Marcus has always been a threat to Harry. What does Harry want in life? Oh, to be loved once more. To be loved once more. Again. You know, wants that stardom, wants the light on him. He had that in the royal family, you know, and now he has to fight for it and compete with it for Meghan. Harry's got his own ego too, you know. He wants to be adored. He doesn't want to look like a schmuck or an accessory, you know, to Meghan. But he also wants to feel safe. And he wants to feel safe in his mind. And his mind's not safe because it's all over and it's influenced and somebody else is controlling it. Somebody else is, you know, putting things in place for him, which he doesn't feel safe. He also wants to feel better, you know. Oh, it's been like 6 years, 7 years. Does he not notice, you know, how bad things have been in his relationship? I don't think he does, you know, because you've got that many people telling you what to say, what to think, you know, what's happening, what their opinion is, and he's left no room, you know, for himself in his own mind. I mean, you only need, like, you know, enough room for a few little thoughts, you know, and then thoughts can flourish and bring new ideas. And he just wishes Meghan would be happy as well. But, you know, he's got a bigger ego than anybody in that position. It's shameful. It's absolutely shameful. Will Harry get what he wants, you know, to be a saint? No. No, Harry, because you made so many wrong decisions, you know. We don't forget things. You defy everything. You never, you know, he never toes the line. He never, you know, does what is right, good and proper. He's always at odds with his family, you know. So, I'm sorry, Harry, but, you know, if you was just Joe Bloggs and not in the royal family, people would just walk by you, you know. They wouldn't even look at you. They'd just walk by you. Harry who? You're a nobody. He's just an entitled, insensitive. I'm trying to choose between two words here. Wanker. Harry, you're a waste of space, honestly. So you can try and do all that, but while you're doing this, you're never going to achieve the genuine affection of the people. Okay, then, so, you know, outcome for Meghan and Gavin. Yeah, she's going to be a problem to him. Obviously, we've got more stuff to go on with the Archwell. Like the, you know, even if our IRS don't get involved, they've got to publish those accounts. So I think, you know, she's going to make out she's the victim. Oh, they're turning on me because I'm black. Oh, they're turning on me because I'm a woman. Oh, they're turning on me because I'm a mother. She's, you know, I think there's problems there. Absolutely problems. So the sun isn't going to shine all that much at the moment for Gavin and Meghan. What's the outcome for Harry? Yeah, he's not happy either. He doesn't want to go on another tour. Doesn't want to announce it either. I feel like he's waiting for something, you know, something troubling to come out. What's the outcome for Mrs. Newsom, please? Love this. Love this. I think she'll come to the UK as well eventually. So I don't know if she's got on a trip with her daughter and we're looking at scores. But I certainly feel that she will be coming over here as well. And there's like a party and an invitation. I think she's going to be okay. You know, I really do. I think she's going to be okay. I think it's mainly her... It's a mutual decision, but it's still kind of her decision as well. So I think, yeah, I think, you know, she's the first lady, isn't she? She's the first lady. How does, you know, how does the first lady then feel about not being the first lady? Yeah, I think, you know, their lifestyles will be more separate, okay? Because she doesn't want to, she don't want to give it up, obviously, who would? But she doesn't want to look bad to others. And that means, even if she wasn't with Gavin, she's not going to be free to get into a relationship with somebody else while this is happening. You know, again, people are all out for themselves, aren't they? You know, people don't stick by what's right and wrong anymore. It's all, I don't know, we obviously have so much freedom to interpret things differently. But it's all about themselves, all about themselves. So, cracking explanation there for Gavin. And I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.